All in the wrist, watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. Set, 1-7. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. 6-6. Pull it high. Check. Hard. Checking, he's checking. Yes. SOS. Hey. High 7. Let's go. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 10. 10. Back. Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Bravo!
58 Mike. I'm here all day. 58, right?
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
All day.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 4. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Squeeze.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, and they stick with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ready.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Second down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll set up to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. Hey, check Mike 16. Check hit it.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Giants take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tackles, tackle. Kill, kill, kill. Begin.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Rock it. Hey, Echo.
Bang,
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
complete to number 6.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Get it.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, exit.
58, boy. 58.
Hey.
6 man. Check curls. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the pass.
Five.
They'll look to throw here. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though.
You ready?
I mean, I really like the
Hey,
thought
Alpha.
process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
Ready up.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You're out.
Check that.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Let's go. Check 52. Check 9. Check 9. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Hey.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Leo. Check 13. Check 13. Hurry, 5.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28.
Come on, set. 10-2, sir.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Check 43.
Snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught off the deflection. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the run.
Look. Squeeze. Tight. Let go.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 16.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16.
Watch the run.
Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Sam on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Charlie, go, get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking here for Smith downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Haywood.
16, Mike, 16. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Ward. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up.
Hey, Team 6, Team 6.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Big
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got him the football back.
So now maybe with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Let him know.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
Bravo. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 16. Check
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo!
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Mike, 56.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey!
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Let's go.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
16, check back 16.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 16, Mike 16.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. No, no, no. Off.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
A big play there. 85 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Mike 16. Mike.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Eagles 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Kill. Hey, turn.
Go on.
36, 36.
Go.
Twist.
Let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Look at me. Door. Big rip.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a giant first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hard.
I got you. Watch twist. Watch.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Crunch. Watch out.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll come out in the pistol, and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
You gonna see it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's see what you got.
Go.
Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles 14.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.